Yeah, we about to go live.
That's all right. As long as you ain't slow down.
Act like you got 'em skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? I got my dog, me and V12. We ready to rock and roll, baby. Hey, you on there putting on chapstick, dog. So you live right now. Just let you know. Here we go. 17-19, Miami Hurricanes lose to Texas A&M. Coach been working, boy. Let me tell you something. I got to just tell you something straight off the bat. We got a lot of people in the chat already. We already got 112 people here. We ready to rock and roll. Big shout out to Ralph Rawls Jr., $10. Our defense came to play. Our offense line came to play. We don't even have a number 3 receiver out there. A&M defense backfield was depleted. We'll definitely talk about it, man.
Hey, we glossed up. We got glossed up. So I put the chapstick over. We got glossed up tonight. Gloss genius.
We got glossed up. So go ahead, V12. I'll let you go ahead and get the rant of the day. Go ahead, go for it.
Listen. Let's get the chats going. Hey, get the numbers up because we late night tonight. I should have been asleep. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not even about to go off. Hey, they were in Texas. Hey, Houston, we got a problem. That's all I'm gonna say. Houston, we got a problem.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this. I'm a differ. Here's what I'm gonna say. Why I say that. Here's my biggest issue. Offense did not put points on the board when they got in the red zone. I believe Kirk Herbstreit said we were in there 4 times. Big shout out to Miami, the Miami Flow team, man. They did an event up here in Orlando. I went to it, flew home, literally just walked in the door and hit live. So big shout out to Miami Flow, the whole team, John, the average Kane fans, all those guys. But I have to say this. We saw a different Miami team. I have to say that. It was not the outcome that we expected. I know, and I know I'm going to talk like some coach speak, and I'm going to talk like a fan and try and make excuses, but I'm not. I'm going to tell you something what I saw. I saw a team that did not quit, that did not lay down, that we're so used to from year after year after year. There are some things that we definitely have to fix, but again, and here's what I want to say. Year 1, Mario Cristobal. Some people say we don't have any dogs. We don't have this. We don't have that. This is year 1 of this program. This is why I said I don't have expectations. This is why, thank you. This is why I said let them set the bar. But what I have to say, the silver lining in this is that we did not lay down. We dropped balls. We didn't execute some plays, and I think we have a bad red zone play calling. I have to say that. Our red zone play calling is atrocious, okay? But we dropped quite a few balls that changed the game. Our special teams was bad in that sense. But go ahead, V12, talk to us.
Coach, I'm not going to lie. You my homie.
Do your thing, dog. Do your thing. Do your thing.
You my homie, and I'm going to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Drops to me. If you're saying that we competed, yes, but we did not execute to our best capacity. We chose the biggest game on the biggest stage not to execute. Like I told you before, all this stuff about we're going to see that we've been holding them back. Guess what, guys? When I played ball in high school, I'm a Patriot. When I played a little bit of ball in college, you practice, you play how you practice. And when you play how you played in the first 2 games, this is the result. A depleted Texas A&M team. And this is what we get. Now, again, I stated earlier, Mario Cristobal is going to do some things. Only thing I can say tonight is that we at least we did compete. But I'm going to tell you this, Coach. One thing that we wanted and why we wanted Mario Cristobal was attention to detail and to have the team ready. I tell you what, tonight I am putting this loss on Mario Cristobal and the Miami coaching staff who we paid all this money for. We paying $100 million, $10 million a year. We can't have what's going on. And we can start talking. We can dissect the game, but this was unacceptable. The defense played a little better. We can grade out, but this one is on the coaching staff, in my opinion.
I agree. And there's something I'm gonna talk about. Let me go and get to these donos right quick. Y'all boys popping in. We already got 490 people in the chat.
Hey, at 12 o'clock, that's live. Hey, let me tell you something.
Got 12:30.
Get thrown out the club. If you're at Tootsie's, get your phone and come on. Link Coach Hayes. If you're at the Mint, if you're in Orlando or OTB, y'all come on out. We live at 12:30. V12 is here, Coach. And let's talk. Because I'm not even about to go off, Coach. I'm not even going off because
I'm trying to find a dono, man. It's rolling so fast.
I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. And we have some problems, and we got to go down. But it's frustrating because Texas A&M were lame ducks. They were sitting ducks, and we could not capitalize.
I agree, man. Big shout out to Roland Mathurin, man, 999. He says, you was right, Coach. We should have been working the deep pass before. Tonight, he in the night to be trying. So let me just address that. That's what I talked about, the vertical shot. It's all about timing. If you looked at the vertical pass from TVD, it was overshot. It was undershot. These are the things I'm saying. This has nothing to do with releasing your playbook. Because guess what we did? We ran the flea flicker again tonight. Right? We showed that against Southern Miss. We run it again tonight. These are the things I'm talking about. Now, did we open up the playbook more? Yeah, we certainly did. We did not look like the same so far as the plays so far that we had and everything else. And I totally agree with that. Here's where my problem is. We did not execute the plays. We dropped balls. But again, why do we drop balls? We're not throwing the balls consistently to guys in pickup games meaning the Bethune-Cookman, the Southern Miss. We threw a gang of balls to Restrepo. I looked at the box score. Restrepo has double the catches of everybody else on our team. Brashard is second leading so far as caught passes. Let me quickly go through the box score. Tyler Van Dyke was 21 for 41 for 217 yards, 5 yards a catch. Now, were there some drop balls in there? Definitely. There was some lame ducks in there as well. Henry Parrish, 16 carries, 85 yards, 5.3 yards, long as it was 20. Jalen Knighton, 14 carries, 77 yards. Those two.
Coach, sorry. We on that 12, 30, 12. Let's get them views up. I need 600, man, because we up late.
We at 584. We at 584 right now. All I want to say is, and here's a game Thad Franklin
ain't played
lives for. He had one Thad Franklin had one carry for -1 yards. And if we want to take the blueprint from an App State who ran the ball, and we ran the ball well, bro, we're averaging 5 yards. Look at 16 carries, Henry Parrish, 85 yards. The average is 5.3 yards a carry. 2 carries give you a first down. Jalen Knighton, 14 carries, 77 yards, 5.5 yards a carry. Bro, we ran the ball extremely well. Coach. This is what I said. Hold on. This is what I said earlier. You have to, if your quarterback is struggling or your receivers are struggling to catch the ball, you have to help him out. Give the guy the rock. And then you got a big back in Tyler Van Dyke. And I'm going to say this last piece and I'm going to let you go. And we'll open up phone lines for people who want to talk. 592 currently in the building. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Here's my last point.
600, let's go.
5 people were benched tonight on suspension. 2 people were ejected from the game for targeting. Now, if that happens to any other team, they are in trouble because you lose one starter. You lost Evan Stewart. You lost Denver Harris. I mean, you lost some key players in this suspension deal. And what I don't like is we don't capitalize on it. We drop some balls, I know. But it is what it is. I'm not taking calls right now. I know people are calling in, and I get it. And I know, thank you guys. I appreciate it. But V12, state your point. And to Balin's point, I have to say this. To Balin's point, he said, if we're ranked 13, we got to come out there and play like we're 13. We go down there. Borg Gallus gets a kick blocked, and he shanks one. He leaves 6 points on the field, but we still never out of the game. Talk to me, V12.
Well, listen, again, even with those, even if we give them those points, we still lose by 2. Let me just say this. We listen, I'm a firm believer. You play how you practice. That's what I was taught back in Carroll City, Scott Lake, American, Tennessee State. Mm-hmm. When you go, these are dress rehearsal. All my military people that chimed in earlier today. When you go to drill, because when it's time for war, you want to have a consistency in when you go into war, right? So whatever reared its head when we played BCC and when we played Southern Miss, it came to fruition tonight. I'm gonna give a good example. We never had any tempo in any of those games. Tonight, we run around here like we got all day. We down, and it's no tempo. It's no
halftime. At halftime,
coach. That's on the coaching staff. Let me tell you this: at 40 seconds left, Jafari Harvey sacks the quarterback, sacks Max. Right? We got 2 timeouts. We go into halftime with 2 timeouts. That's an elementary coaching. You a coach, you never go into halftime with timeouts on the board.
If you need them, yeah, definitely.
Bro, we sacked him. He had a 12-yard loss, not even a timeout. We ran 40 seconds. That's on the coaching staff, coach. The coaching staff, coach. So for me, this one is on Mario. This one is on the prodigal son who came back, and Gaddis. The defense held their own. This other stuff was on Mario, and that got to get fixed.
I totally agree. Offensively, we did not have a rhythm. I thought our running game was dynamic, and I don't want to say dynamic, but was effective. Maybe that's the right word. Bro, Henry Parrish, Jalen Knighton did not look like he had a hamstring injury. He was out there. You know what I mean? Here's what I have to say. We didn't quit because I don't want to be the Debbie Downer in this deal.
We didn't.
But what I do want to say is that we did not maximize our opportunities, and not maximizing our opportunities.
7:10. Let's go. 7:50. Let's go, man. We live. 12:30. 1 o'clock. We live. Hey,
we got 710 people in the building.
Come on,
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Here's what my issue. Hold on, 12. Here's what my issue is. Okay. When we got in the red zone, where's the playbook? This great playbook we're talking about.
I agree.
We have to get creative. We were at a situation, and I don't remember the exact down and distance, but it was 3rd and maybe 6 in goal, and we run the ball easily. We try to run a quarterback thing with a non-running quarterback, not from the 1, not from the 3. We're out there. My issue with this is, where is the creativity that we're looking for? I have an issue, but I want to say our young men did not quit. I really want to say our young men did not quit. Go ahead, talk to me.
Let me tell you, and
I'm trying to keep up with these donos, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm with you on that, and that's why I'm saying to you tonight. I'm sorry that the coaching staff let the team down. Yeah, we had some issues, and we're gonna talk about the drops. But again, there was no sense of urgency, none at all. There was no creativity. But guess what, Coach? How can we expect? Remember what I told you and everybody in chat? I said I'm going to wait until tonight's game to express myself, and we have a ways to go. Because what they did in BCC and Southern Miss is what happened today. Lack of creativity. Some of the same plays. Where was this big coming out party for Gaddis? Non-existent. It's non-existent, guys. So my thing is this. The coaching staff let the kids down. Put on the coaching staff. They played to the best, and I agree with that. They could have packed it up and packed it in. We don't have a coaching staff, trying to get these points. It's an issue for me. And I put this is squarely on Mario and his coaching staff. And if anybody tell me anything different, we can have a problem. Hey, where you at? Holler at me, Catfish, because I told you 2 weeks ago, Catfish. I hope you're watching. If anybody know Catfish, text him, wake him up, tell him V12 want to talk to him about, because I told him weeks ago, but everybody said, calm down. Everybody said, calm down, V12. It was only Bethune for the first game. And guess what? Texas A&M were lame ducks, and we let them off. We let them skate. Jimbo Fisher 7-1 against Miami. That's a problem for me.
Definitely, man. Let me go in and try and find these donos. I'm gonna open up the phone line. I know people are calling in. Everybody want to voice their opinion, and you're more than welcome.
Let's go, man.
We got 780 right now in the building. I'm trying to find these donos right quick. I want to get these donos out. They've been going so fast. Real quick, we got Tucker in the building. Tucker Abdullah, 99 cents. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. As well as I'm trying to go through this deal, man. I see you guys calling in. I understand. Right here, Big Wit Cleaning. Appreciate it. It says, we just didn't make the plays we needed. UM dominated in just about every stat, but just comes down to poor execution. Y'all killing me right now. Hold on, man. God, dog. All right, hold on.
In the chat. We want 1,000 in the chat tonight, cuz.
All right, hold on. Let me
live on night, cuz. I'm live on night. And we want
live until we get it done.
We want 1,000 in the chat. I appreciate 800. We going berserk tonight. Let's go, coach. You got it.
Let's go. All right, I got it. Hold on. 12. I got to get these out. Let me get these out so we can do it. So we can go all night. No, we're going to go all night. But let me, bro, the phone line 334. I know that's Miss Wilcox calling. Everybody's out of control. But let me get through the donos. All right. Balin, I hear you calling me. I'm unnerving you for a reason. I know you want to talk, Balin. Give me a second. Hold on. We just didn't make the plays we needed. UM dominated in just about every stat, but it comes down to poor execution. App State players made the plays, and we simply didn't. We should have used Thad more. We abandoned the run. I agree with the last part. We definitely abandoned the run. I thought the run was dynamic. Let me get through the rest of these donos because they were flying in fast. Here we go. Mr. Prime 39773, $5. I appreciate the B SEC teams. Your QB got to run sometime to keep the defense honest. I appreciate that. Also, the Bullyville 1999. I appreciate you, Bullyville. Sometimes coaches make things more complicated, specifically on offense. Play calling confusing. Run on passing downs and pass on run downs. Red zone. Use your power back. I mean, I totally agree with that. I have no ifs, ands, or maybes about that. I'm trying to get through these deals, man. You got to give me a second. You guys are donating ridiculously, and I love it. And I appreciate it.
Let Coach catch up, guys. Go ahead, catch up, Coach. I know.
All right, here we go. Bazin Jarin, if I'm saying that correctly, I apologize. $5. You can't blame Mario and Gaddis for the receiver dropping 6 passes and multiple poorly thrown balls to wide receivers. The one is on the players. Hold on, I want to address this. I agree with the other ones. No, you can't blame guys for dropping balls. But what you do is if you see it's an issue and you see it's constant and you see it's a problem, but your running game is working well. I've always said this: coaches steer the ship. If you see an iceberg, steer away from it. Don't become the Titanic. That's all I'm saying. So I agree with you, Based Jaron. I totally understand. But our running game, as you see, we're averaging both our top running backs average 5.5 carries 5.5 yards per carry. So I totally understand. My God, boy, y'all better have something to say, boy. Y'all better. I don't know why. I don't even know why I have this thing open right now. Let me just cut it off. I'm going to get the phone lines open in a second. Give me a second, guys.
We're going live. Everybody call in. We're going live.
We ain't worried about no hour. Get it off your chest. All right. So that's my only point. So yes, I agree. But yes, you can. Right. If I got a guy that's not performing properly, why do I keep continuing that? And I'm in the game. We were always in the game. You understand? Yes. We were never out of the game. Big shout out DJ Medi Major. Appreciate you, man, for coming on the other day. I appreciate it. He says, I feel like I owe you this for wasting 8 hours of your time, coach. Don't spend it all in one place. Well, I'll put some cheese on that burger, man. Thank you for the $4.99. And let me get through these other guys. Hold on if I got some more. All right, we got another $5. He said, I really hate fans that refuse to blame players for failing to execute. They couldn't get creative because the receivers kept dropping passes. So, I agree. Yes. But remember, they weren't stopping the run. So I agree with you. We do hold them accountable for dropping balls. I hold them accountable. V12 holds them accountable. Absolutely. Yes, 100%. But what I'm saying is, if that's the case right now, right? If that's the situation and your running game is working, why we're not using it more? Why? So I'm not saying you can't go in there and just run the ball primarily 100%. I understand that. But we threw the ball a lot more. Think about it. We were 21 for 41. This young man was literally 50%. 50%. And guess what? Here's the funny thing. Guess what his average was? 5.3 yards on the pass. He had the same average passing that we had running on the ground. That's not good. That's not good. You understand? I'm trying to get through the rest of these donos, and then we'll go ahead and open up the phone lines. 12. All right, we got 189 from Lakers Dope. Why didn't we play Clemson transfer? I don't know why we didn't play Latson. You didn't see a lot of Avonte Smith except on special teams. Music City came 499. Oregon and Michigan fans warned us, and neither of them were worried about losing them. Head coach and OC getting F tonight. That's on y'all standpoint. I'll talk about that. I know everybody's fired up right now. Still Kane. We competed but didn't execute at key moments. And also CEO 999. Thank you. Appreciate you coaching V12. Well, thank you for stopping by. Third Degree, $5. They stopped the run in the red zone. Don't blame the coaches. They called the run. I didn't say we had to run the ball in the red zone. Third Degree. I'm saying we didn't. That's where we didn't get creative in the red zone. That's where you have to get creative. It's a short field. They've been talking about that since the 80s. Oh, in the red zone, you got to get creative because blah, blah, blah. I blame the coaches because they call the play, right? The general calls the orders. The soldiers execute the orders. All right. Thomas Carter, $2. I blame Gaddis, not Mario. All right. Gonzilla, $9.99. The team looked different. Y'all forget that we lose this game by 21 in the past 5 years. Listen, Chaminade wide receivers commit and win us this game. We're better today than we were yesterday. I agree with that. We did not lay down. So I agree with that, Gonzilla. I totally agree. $5. I appreciate you, man. Love to you. Y'all killing it tonight with the chat. Catfish Gene, V12. I'm in the DR shooting a movie. I only caught a little of the game. We have to play tempo offense.
Hey, shout out Catfish. Hey, Catfish. Now I know about the DR. I done traveled there. Can I get in the movie? Hey, shout out to you, Catfish. Holla at me, man. And good luck on your movie.
Yes, sir. Good luck on that movie, man. Let me know more about it, man. Maybe we can plug that for you, Catfish. Because I know I met you at the spring game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Music of the Kings, 499. Head coach and OC. Decision-making left me scratching my head. We got that on the board, too. Y'all killing it right now in the chat. I think we caught up at this point. So, with that being said, I'm going to open up the phone lines. I haven't even put the number up. But I need to send my man, and I'm gonna get him. I'm telling you, if he go out, I'm gonna let him get his rant out, and I'm getting him out of here. Balin, you about to get this thing for 2. You got 2 minutes to say what you gotta say. Cause this dude, he'll be, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and give his 2 minutes. I just sent it to you, Balin. All right. So it is what it is. Make it happen. All right. Here we go. Catfish Gene says Roadhouse remake. All right, we got you back on that, man. Let us know when it come out. And text off for the $5. Time to use the remaining Ruiz NIL money on top wide receivers. Hashtag get Jerron Dickney.
Great point.
All right. Before I open up the
transfer portal ASAP. Transfer portal ASAP. ASAP for receivers.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna let y'all killing it with the thing, boy. Y'all own it right now tonight, boy. All right, here we go. Balin. Sit your behind still. Say what you got to say, because I'm finna open up these phone lines and we're gonna make it happen, man. Big shout out to the flow team. We're gonna definitely make this thing rock and roll, man. We got Balin in the building. Balin, talk to us, man. Hey, what's your thoughts on the game? What's your thoughts on the game, real quick?
Coming out the closet, Balin? You coming out the closet? I see you. Are you gonna come out the closet or you in the closet? What you got going on in there?
Miami left their offense in a closet somewhere. That's what I know. But look. Here, I just got to say I was right in the pregame. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I call it like it is. Everybody was hating on me, but guess what? 9 points, that's not going to get it done. We're not the 13th best team in the country. We have so much more things to worry about. And Coach Hayes, I'm glad you brought this point up because it was only talked about during the game. They had 5 people missing today. I mean, and these were starters. And then they had two of their best players get ejected early in the game. So we played against a pretty much young defense and couldn't score a touchdown. And that's really not to the credit of our offense. Really, it's just the play calling was absolutely terrible. How do you do quarterback run inside zone on 3rd and goal from the 9? Like, what are we doing here? It was a disaster to watch. Honestly, it was very sad. And I can't even get mad because it was just pitiful. And, it is what it is. But I just wanted to get on here. I thought I was the usual suspect, so I just wanted, I was excited about this, but yeah, man, it was tough to watch, but yeah, we have a long way to go, guys. We shouldn't even be ranked, to be honest with you.
Bayless, you are usual suspect, but you got to get on here and make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? Real quick, $5 dono man says, what a shame we beat ourselves. Brandon Wayne in the building. Anthony Washington with the $4.99. Thank you so much for making that happen, man. Y'all don't know what, man. I think I flat my tire trying to get to this thing, man. That thing was getting down.
Coach, listen to this, Coach. Let's like I said, I didn't know. Being a new father, we're gonna cut Balin a little slack. I know why he's a father. He don't want to wake the baby up.
Exactly. That's why I'm in the closet.
Cut him a little slack, man, because he knew 3 months. I've been there, so I'm gonna cut you a little slack. But you got Balin.
Hey.
You got to tighten up. Like you tell you when you're a quarterback coach, we got to tighten up, Balin. We need you. So
hey, it's 12:30. I'm on. That's got to say something.
I'm gonna give you a slack. I'm gonna give you a prop. I'm gonna give you a slack. You know what I mean?
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We're gonna open up the phone line. We're gonna let the people talk, man. Straight up.
Hayes and V12 though. Before you do it, what's going on with Frierson? I would love to know an update on Frierson, why he hasn't played since his pick 6, and what's going on with Vontae Williams. I felt like Mario had a one-on-one conversation with him on Monday to keep him on the team, and he didn't see one snap. So I don't know what's going on here.
Except special teams.
Right. So
with that being said, we got a call on the line. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from, 305 area code.
Good evening, fellas, man. Good evening, Ben. Good evening, V12. Good evening, Coach Hayes. It's J-Love T, man.
Nah, I already knew the voice. Talk to me, J-Love. I know you're going to give it to us blood raw.
What's up, brother?
Listen, man. Mario gave me Manny vibes on game management, dog. V12 already put the others on standby. The one thing I did not like, it reminded me of the Florida game. How on the first drive you settle for the field goal? How do we hit the red zone? You kept settling for the field goal. Let me ask you a question. When we was down 17-6, what was the purpose of the field goal? What was the purpose? And we got a so-called first-round QB at the helm. Like, why? How did the offense go backwards? Like, keep it real with me, Hayes. As fans, right, we got to listen to other fans. The Oregon fans warned us about Mario's game management. He warned us about offensive players underperforming under his scheme. How did TBD go backwards? How? Help me understand. How did TBD go backwards? How? The only thing that we got is the O-line, which is good. But man, Hayes, you right. You got to give these boys credit, but ain't no more victories. When you're getting paid $10 million, that's the more victories, man. That goes out the window, bro. We ain't paying you for more victories. This ain't a rebuild year, bro. Don't get me wrong. You speak in fact, Hayes. You speak fact. You've been told us, man, we 3 years away. But, man, we can't give Mario that pass when you got TVD at the helm, bro. Come on now. Come on now. This roster is built to win now. This game was the game to bring us on top. Ain't no more victories, man. Please, man, keep it. The game management sucks.
Absolutely.
That's Mario's job. He ain't no OC. He ain't no DC. Manage the game. And he was freaking terrible, bro. He was not aggressive. He was conservative. I don't understand how you conservative on one of the biggest games of the decade. Come on, man. What 5-star wide receiver wants to come to you? When you gonna kick field goals on 4th down? Where your corner?
Go off, man. Hey,
man, listen, man. I'm man.
Hey, get up, get off your chest. Come with you.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all fans, man. No, I don't want to hear nothing about no Green Tree All-Americans, man. If you don't do it on game day, I don't want to hear it, bro. If you don't show up on, I don't want to hear it. All this Bashar Smith, highlight sexy one hand, and on live national TV, the ball to boink off your helmet. Oh my God.
J-Love.
Shout out to the defense.
J-Love, I appreciate J-Love, listen, I appreciate you. And man, my phone ringing off the hook. So
one more thing, hey. One more.
Get it.
Shout out to the defense. The staff got paid for what they did. The offense did it. It is what it is, man. Finish the season hard. They got paid. They got paid for what to do. The offense did it. Come on, Mario, man. Pick your nuts up off the stove, man. You better win out.
I love it. Big shout out to Brandon Wayne for the $5. Mario needs to quit being stubborn, trying to run his style of offense. Great coaches should curve. Oh, you done moved the thing. Hold on, 12. Great coaches should curve their style to the play that they have to win. All right, man. So $5 dono right there, man, from Brandon Wayne. I appreciate it. Hey, I get it, man. Like the phone line is open. I want y'all to vent, get it off your chest. In the meantime, Gonzilla for the $4.99. We need major talent infusion. Please continue to recruit nationally. South Florida players, blah, blah. Get me dogs. So anyway, while we're waiting for the next phone call, y'all go ahead. Y'all got it. I told y'all, I don't have expectations. Here's what I say. This is what I don't. The bar is set, right? Maybe it's an easy way to go through this, but the bar is set. Our dudes are fighting, all right? And I appreciate what J Love T said, man. Ain't no time for no moral victories. We could have easily won that football game. We had to be more creative. But when people keep saying, oh, the playbook, we keeping our playbook under wraps. The playbook kind of is a little different, but more of the same. But Bro, this is what I try to tell you: when you don't practice these things in game time situations, and Balin, you know this, snag concept can be run 1,000 different ways. But when you're not throwing the ball vertically down the field, your timing is off. And that's what you saw in TVD. His vertical timing was off. His depth perception was off. Talk to me.
Yeah, when you don't have a threat, though, the DBs, freshmen on Texas A&M, on that last drive, they didn't respect nothing because they knew they weren't going down the field. They didn't respect nothing. They didn't respect it. No one respects us. And everybody, some people say, oh, respect. If Restrepo was there, it would be same old. He's only one person. We do not have that person, like Coach was saying way in the beginning, that difference maker. We do not have him on the receiving point. Now we have Parrish, he's a difference maker, but still, we still don't have that person who you got to draw for. You got to draw to for. And that's the issue. And to J Love's point, no more victories. We paying $10 million a year for Cristobal. And somebody said they don't blame Mario. They blame Gaddis. Well, guess what? At the end of the day, it's Mario's team, and Gaddis works for Mario. He can override Gaddis at any time. And the play calling was horrendous. But
man, listen, we got 919 in the chat. I appreciate it. Y'all calling in. Y'all done locked up the phone line. It is literally broken. Y'all done locked up the phone line. We can't even get a call through because everybody's calling at the same time. I see my man Alex Tabio. Matter of fact, let's call Alex Tabio right now. That's our sponsor for the night. Big shout out to Alex Tabio. I know he's made some changes from his position, but his phone number should still be the same, 305-205-1697. We finna call Alex Tabio right now. He called in. There you go right there. We calling him. Let's call him right quick. That's our sponsor for the night. I got to at least call him.
Good morning. Good evening, guys. Good evening.
Good morning, Alex. Talk to us, Alex. What's your thoughts?
Evening.
What's your thoughts on the game?
Well, I was very impressed with the offensive line. They held up good. The pass rush, there was no pass rush in his face. Upset with the receivers. The play calling was horrible. But, all in all, I'm not mad because I didn't think they were going to win anyway. I really didn't think it. I thought that they played well and we left points on the board. I don't understand what the idea with the play calling was. I don't understand what his thoughts were. It didn't seem to have a rhyme or reason. And then Thad Franklin didn't play at all, it seemed like.
You got one carry.
I mean, you had this young man. I mean, once you got to the goal line, give him a chance. Or once you got to the I don't know. I mean, we didn't really run any screens. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not angry because if this would have been another regime, we would have been beat by 20.
True story.
You know,
True.
and they would have when Stevenson dropped the punt on another regime, they would have had their heads down, and this coaching staff had them playing hard the whole game. They didn't quit. So I'm just hoping that once next week and the following weeks, the receivers, I don't know, and the quarterback start getting a more in sync, I don't know. And you're right. The timing was off, completely off. And that other caller said something that I started thinking myself, and my stepson was saying, "How did the quarterback get worse?"
Can't wait to answer that.
I don't know. V12, what's your opinion on what's your opinion on that, V12?
Hey, Alex, man, my pleasure talking to you again. Hey, listen, you're exactly right. I don't know how he regressed, but again, it's the style of offense. And when you have an opportunity to do some tempo and you're bringing everybody in, and Balin mentioned it. It said, Gaddis is a pro style. Yeah. But he's not versatile. You can be pro style, but also run different
right.
schemes. None of that really happened. To your point, no screens, no receiver screens, and because guess what? If the receivers are not catching the ball, I know Paris dropped one, right?
Right.
But he's one of the more short-handed receivers on the team, and Nine as well. You have to put the ball in.
He dropped one right there at the goal line.
Yeah.
I mean,
A&M did it. They
probably even scored.
A-Train caught the ball out the backfield. So we have to put
right.
we don't have the receiving talent right now. We have to put the ball, whether it's receiving or carries, in the hands of our best players. That's going to be Paris, and that's going to be Knighton. Bottom line, and it wasn't there tonight.
Well, Mallory started playing a little better today. I mean, Ben, what do you think?
First of all, it's really nice meeting you, Alex. First time meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Appreciate what you do for the show. Obviously, you're a big part of this, so I really do appreciate that. And I look forward to hopefully meeting you one day. I love doing it.
I love doing
it. For the FSU game, so hopefully we could meet up. But I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna attack everything that we just talked about. First of all, the last time that we ran a post-style offense and it worked, this guy was at quarterback, okay? And he was terrible. So let's just get back to the point. All right, Tyler Van Dyke is a spread offense. He's a quarterback that needs to be in the spread.
Absolutely. Right.
He's a pro-style quarterback, but he needs to be in the gun throwing the ball. Now, here's the thing. Rhett Lashley's offense is more geared towards Tyler Van Dyke because of his ability to throw the football and stretch the field. Now you bring a guy in that's from the University of Michigan, who's used to playing in the Big Ten, who's used to playing power football with big offensive linemen, with big, big tight ends, with great skill set, receivers, and you're bringing that to Miami, which is speed, fast, quick, which is why it worked with Lashley, which is why we saw 7 consecutive games with Tyler Van Dyke having 300 yards. And I promise you guys, mark my words, Tyler Van Dyke will not have a 300-yard game this year if our offense looks like this. And it's not because of the drops. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. When you're at the University of Miami, we talked about this last year, actually 2 years ago on this show. You're at the University of Miami. You get an offer to play at the University of Miami and a receiver. There's no excuse why you're dropping the ball. There's no excuse saying we don't have a playmaker. You all should be playmakers. You're at the University of Miami.
That is true.
So there is no excuse. I'm tired of that. You catch the dang ball. There should be no drops wide open. And actually, the development of Tyler Van Dyke is going down because this is not the offense that is geared towards him. If you're a great offensive coordinator, you're able to adjust to your skill set. And he's not doing that. All he's doing is saying, hey, this worked at Michigan because we had big guys, and now it's going to work at Miami. That's not the case. We have speed. Use our speed to the advantage. And that's why Rhett Lashley had success with his offense later on, because we were also questioning him the first couple games when he first showed up, if y'all remember that. And then all of a sudden, now it works because Tyler Van Dyke comes in. Because guess what? D'Eriq King isn't the spread type of offensive quarterback. What is he? An RPO, more of an RPO guy. So, Tyler Van Dyke comes in. He can sit in the pocket. Now he's delivering the football. So now I'm telling you right now, in this offense, Tyler Van Dyke is not a first-round draft pick, and he's not going to look like it. And I'm being honest with you, and that's just not sugarcoating nothing. If you look at the balls today, not one good ball. It really came out of his hand nicely. He throws sidearm, got the ball batted down a couple of times. Again, not accurate. He's throwing. He's just off. Something is not right in the quarterback room, but I feel like it's a lot to do with the offense that's being called, and it's completely different than what we saw with Lashley.
All right. Go ahead.
I did not like the play calling at all. I did not like play calling.
All right, listen, I gotta push this thing because there's a gang of people calling Alex. We gotta talk. You know why we gotta talk. But listen,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, I also listen, man. Guess what, man? You guys hit up. Oh, he hung
Hello?
up. Did you hang up?
Hello? Hello?
I'm here with you.
Hello?
You still here?
Yes.
You still
Hello?
here?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
The last time Miami was ranked, and
Oh no, I
actually
guess
won the
he,
qualified
I guess he
game, they
got
wearing
cut
those
off.
jerseys.
Yeah, but coach and
Hold
Baylor.
on, hold on. I want to get this dono out the way because there's so many donos running in. I got to get them people. They pay their money. I got to give them their love.
Sure.
This your boy, Sonny Barnes, $5 says Harley was a major piece to this offense because his speed made the defense respect us.
What up,
Minus speed and trusted utility player and Van Dyke. Listen, man, I don't know what happened to Alex. We didn't cut you off. It just got cut off, man. So Alex, we definitely talk. We know why we need to talk. But with all that being said, man, people are calling in left and right. Y'all locking up the phone lines. I know y'all got it. Balin, we got to cut you to 25 seconds, dog, on your response.
Hey, man, I didn't answer the last question. The last two questions, I've been silent. So
Jesus Christ!
When I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna let you know what I feel.
Jesus Christ! All right, Maximus in the building, man. Thank you for the $10. The same guy whose offense we are suspicious about is the same guy who doubles as the wide receiver coach. If we suspicious about one, we should be suspect about the other. TVD was off tonight. I might have put Jake in. God, I try to stay away from that. And Bullyville, his timing is off because he's only passing the ball to the slot. How can he not get Rooster out in space?
I agree. I thought Jake Garcia could have came in the football game. That's just my opinion.
I said that. Remember earlier in the pregame, we were saying we had to throw the kitchen sink at Texas A&M. We didn't.
He looks very smooth.
We were the same team we were 2 weeks ago. And let me just make this point. Remember when we played BCC and we played Southern Miss, everybody was raving about TVD. But guess what? The level of competition goes up. It ain't going down anymore. It's going up. So you playing Texas A&M. They SEC boys, and they have even their freshmen can play ball. We saw that tonight. Here's the thing: elephant in the room. Everyone wants to talk about Tyreek Stevenson muff punt. We give him that. Somebody made a point saying, "Well, I think Alex said we would have hung our heads last year or whatever." But guess what? Mario, as the coach in that position, should have said this Tyreek, get away from that ball if it's nowhere close. That would have worked against BCC. Probably would have got the ball and ran. Where was he going? That was a bonehead mistake. But it's not on him. That's not. We had plenty of times to win that game. So don't try to blame Tyreek for that. What happened? We did have momentum. He broke the momentum. But outside of that, you can't blame him. It happens.
I got you, man. Jay Miller for the $10. Aaron Rodgers didn't look so hot last week with Devontae Adams. Just saying, Rambo isn't Adams. But he was head and shoulders better than anything we have now. Real quick, I want to address this. And I want to say this clearly. So, Baby Shaq, you my dog. I know you the one started the porta potty thing. You my dog. It says, Coach Hayes, bruh, did you eat a couple edibles? You're more giddy than a church girl right now. No, I didn't eat edibles. I ate reality. I told y'all this was finna happen. I told y'all when you build the expectations through the roof, this is why we got 1,000 people in the chat because everybody's pissed off. And I told y'all this was going to happen. This is a first-year program. I'm sorry, caller. Give me a second. This is a first-year program. This is not going to happen because you put a new name on the head coach office door. It's not going to change overnight. Texas A&M is an established program. You can say what you want to say about Jimbo Fisher and all his papers and his bifocals, but they're still an established program. They lost 5 people due to suspension, 2 due to ejection, and still had players. And we did not execute on that. It comes down to chemistry. So, and Shaq, I know you can take this, so I'm just talking to you because you said it. This is why I told y'all this was going to happen. I knew this. I have been in this for a while. Whatever your profession is, that's like me coming to your job telling you what to expect when you've been doing it for 25 years. I'm telling you, it doesn't happen overnight. That's why I'm not really mad. I am mad at some things, but I'm not mad overall. And that's why I said what I said. And that's why I'm sitting here laughing because, boy, y'all hotter than fish grease right now. Y'all talk to us, man. Caller, we got a call on the line, 786 area code. I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much, man. What's your point? And we're going to have to give you 2 minutes because we got so many people calling in.
Okay, no problem. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, Miss Wilcox. The Oracle is in the building. Miss Wilcox, you now have 3 minutes because it's you. Go for
Wilcox.
Number one, I told y'all play 2 quarterbacks. Two quarterbacks like Texas did. Texas put 2 quarterbacks in there. Huh? So the thing is this. All that talking they doing, all the field they done, our defense hold. They hold they nuts. You understand me? And I told y'all, the tape's already out. So Jimbo rotated. You needed Garcia or Bryant. Okay? What the gentleman was talking about, if you're going to be a Canes fan, don't bring the mud to the table. Okay? Because I can bake it and it'll be hard red rocks that I can suck and have iron from. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't be a fan less than a fan to know that we was going to lose. We hold them only to 7 points. But all the talking that did to us, we are the better team. Because that's cheating, that's low down, that's less than a man with no nuts. I think Nick Saban would tell him the same. You ain't got no nuts, Jim Fixer, because you had the target and you let them do it, but you rotated because you already knew the tape. I had already told y'all that. Be prepared when I give you that. That was on the table.
Mm-hmm.
So when the table turned, we needed Garcia or Brown. But that's not on Mario. That's on the OC. Okay? The OC is supposed to call them in. And guess what? Another thing. Your quarterback is hurt. He kept just sucking it up, getting up. He's hurt. He could have just put his ass on the bench and let the other one come in. That's what I would have done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And the thing is this. We was at number 13. We should have been in the top 12. They dragged you. Each time they dragged you and said, you ain't ready. But I keep saying Alabama won by 1 point. And they still number 1. I told y'all never estimate the dogs. Because they're going to have to play the dogs. Because Ohio State dogs, they got their ass beat. I told you. And another thing.
Yes,
be
ma'am.
proud who you are. Never think less than none of these guys. Don't turn your back right now over one non-conference team. You got to beat the conference opportunity. That's where it's at. Because guess what? They staking y'all asses over these non-conference teams to beat them when you got to beat your opponent in the ACC. What's the hell up? Stop drinking that coffee and Kool-Aid. Back this shit up. We can get 10 games down the road.
Yes, ma'am.
It does not matter unless you know what? You keep back where your upper side of your fan tell you, I told you we're going to lose. But guess what? You wear the damn M on your back too. And we're supposed to be one, not half and half. You're dividing us. And be a man about it. And I'm out.
Bye, Miss Wilcox. When she speak, you just be quiet and you listen. Because she ain't playing. Back to the dono. Richie Rich 499. Last year we would have got blown out with many. I believe Mario gonna clean up these trinkets. We have faith, guys. It's all about the you. I thank you so much. With that being said, I thank you. We currently got 955 people in the building. Y'all killing me with the donos on a good way, that is. Thank y'all, Coach. I'm done with the expectations after this debacle. I can't take it no more, Music City Kane. Real quick, Brother Jay Blaze, I'll give you a few words and I'll let the guests respond to a couple of things they've seen and heard. Blaze, talk to us, man.
Hey, what's going on, man? I just wanted to call in just real quick to say this. This Mario's third game. This was a winnable game, definitely.
True.
There's a lot of things we can learn from this game. And remember that positive energy I always tell you to thrive off of. Don't thrive off the negative. Now, Josh Gaddis, I would say has a lot of work to do when it comes to third and long and passing situations. He runs a lot of tight formations. He went run heavy the first two games. I was expecting him to improve in the passing game that we see in this game, but obviously he stayed with the run. He tried to do a little bit of what Appalachian State did, run heavy, tried to get high percentage plays towards third down. So from first down to third down, he tried to get high percentage plays. So trying to make that third and short every time.
Gotcha.
I mean, so what I was looking for was the tight formations that he ran off of and the run zone that he was doing and different running schemes that he was doing.
Right.
I was looking for him to mix spread in with his play calling, but he never did.
Right.
What concerns me, and this is my last, what I'm about to say, what concerns me is third and long in passing situations. If we ever get with a team and we get behind and it forces us to throw the ball, which that should be TVD's strength, he has to come up with schemes better than what he portrayed today.
Gotcha.
On pass.
I got you.
Out on the football field and in red zone situations, he has to come up with better schemes.
Gotcha.
Now, I mean, vertical crossing routes, I hardly didn't see, him doing it. And I didn't see a lot of separation with the receivers. And the routes that he ran, it took time for the offensive line to block on certain situations. But, execution plays a part in it too. So clock management, third and long passing, and red zone plays is stuff that we need to work on. But remember, this is Mario's third game. It's going to take time to build the program. It's coming.
I got you.
It's coming. But this was
Blaze.
a winnable game.
You 100% right.
We lost by 8 points.
You right, Blaze. Blaze, you
by 8 points.
Blaze, you're 100% right, man. I thank you so much. I got to get a bunch of people in here. I got these guys want to talk.
I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm laying in bed talking to you. All right.
You chilling. I'll work it. All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. The glue to the you, brother Jay Blaze. Sure enough. Baylor, man, real quick. I know you're chomping at the bit before you talk. 189 from 305 Kane. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And from DJ Mehdi, he says, ladies and gents, Mrs. Wilcox in the building. What's your thoughts on anything that you've heard so far, Baylor?
No, I mean, everybody's making valid points. She's different. I'll tell you that.
There he go with his stuff, boy. I tell you.
No, it's good now, right?
This dude here, boy.
It's good now.
We're just gonna kick the dude off because he be
it's
tripping.
Good?
Good. Yeah, he be tripping.
Are we good?
Kick that thing out of there, 12, and put me up. Somebody play my theme music. My jaw acting up too, because what I've realized about StreamYard is when he gets kicked off, it throws me off too, man. When all of that stuff happens.
I'm watching the whole thing. It ain't
see what I'm saying? This is the stuff I'm talking about, man.
Am I on?
Go ahead, 12. Go ahead. Yeah, but my screen is blank because you keep going in and out, in and out. That's what I'm saying. So go ahead, bro.
Okay, cool. So Ms. Wilcox, I mean, she made Ms. Wilcox, that's how she rolls. She's gonna drop the mic all day. But she said something very important. She said it's a non-conference game. So is all lost? No. But do we have to comment on what we're seeing? Yes, because it builds up to non-conference game. Remember, Appalachian State, North Carolina is in our division. We play in the ACC. Appalachian State barely lost to North Carolina. They put up 63 points for North Carolina. North Carolina put on 60-some points from them. So we have to get better. We have to be able to get better. It's a non-conference game, and this is what we see. in order to get better as Kane. So it's going to be you all day, Mr. Wilcox. When we're criticizing the team, it's out of love because we love the you. But we have to call a spade a spade. And right now, Blaze's point, it's only three games, but these are not three. It doesn't give me a lot of confidence right now moving forward to the other games. And again, I defeated Texas A&M team, and we couldn't score more than 9 points. We had our chances. We did compete. Make sure these are known. These are known to the fan base as what we're seeing.
All right, real quick, I want to say this. Yeah, I got you, man. Hey, when you go in and out, that job throw the whole.
I switched rooms, so my bad, bro. I was about to get on Miss Wilcox real quick about her blasphemy, but no, I'm just.
Hey, whoa, hold up, Balin.
Hey, look,
Balin, I will take this hand. Balin, I will take this hand.
Hey.
And I will give you a wrap.
I don't like when people say we divide the you because of our opinions about reality. And that's not true. It's just reality. And some people don't like it, and some people just can't handle it. So here's the thing though about that comment. Look, I don't care if it's a non-conference game. I don't care if it's a FCS game. I don't care if you're getting paid $1.5 million at home to play a subpar opponent. You got to win every game. Well, what are we talking about here? You're at the University of Miami. Why are we like, oh, it's a non-conference game. We're losing our minds because we're upset about this game. This is the type of game that you need to win in recruiting. This is the type of game that you want to have any type of leverage to go further in playoff talk or conference talk. Guys, this is an indication. We play Texas A&M who is down, who is young, who has a lot of talent, but we don't score more than 9 points. If I'm not mistaken, Coach Hayes, you're a defensive guy. I know that because you're really good at it and you won a state title. In my opinion, if you're at the University of Miami and you're only giving up 17 points a game to a powerhouse, you should win that football game. That's just my opinion. You only give up 17 points and you lose because why? You can't score? Guys, we have Clemson coming up. We're expected to win conference play. Do you understand that North Carolina averages 56 points a game? And they put up over 60 against a team that beat Texas A&M? What are we talking about here? No, every game matters. And I don't care who says, oh, we shouldn't. No, every game matters. You're at the U. So that's just what I got to say about that.
I totally agree. Caller, we got to call the 850 area code. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Man, Coach, it's Trent, man. It's Trent.
Hey, Trent. So hold on, because you're a usual suspect too. You know how this go. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Hey, man, music that came for the 49. Thanks, chat. You family, y'all made me laugh tonight. I'm starting to feel better now. So I appreciate that. Go ahead, Trent. Talk to us.
Coach, I agree with everything everybody's saying. What Baylor said, you said what you said. And I can't confirm because I was in the booth. Yeah, Josh Gaddis was hot boxing. He was hot boxing up there with the playbook, so he did not throw the whole sink. But most importantly to the fan base, it's like to me a lot of people betted on this game. They spent their rent money and their kids' lunch money on this game, so that's why they so upset. And don't get me wrong, it's year one, so like the whole narrative that we finna plummet it, I don't see that. I do disagree with some of the offensive play calling, but so far I gotta admit. And majority of the game, I was impressed besides the offense at the field. And that's really where I'm at with it. But I'm in the bed because I think everybody need to go to sleep. They're above their bed.
I think we're still having a nightmare from what we saw tonight.
So here's the thing, Trent. All y'all in the bed, 904 people right now in the bed. Coach working right now. All I need y'all to do is hit the like button and the subscribe button. It's free. Y'all in the bed chilling with your feet up, got your jammies on. Y'all chilling. Y'all don't know what I had to do to get back to this doggone studio, this little computer screen, because I was over there hanging out with Miami Flow, and them boys is off the chain, baby, and I made it happen. But I appreciate you, Trent, as always. We didn't go in with the pork chop sandwiches into the Lions Den and come out with a new chinchilla, like you said earlier. But we got we got scratched up by that right there. But we'll talk about that next week. All right, Trent. Appreciate you, man. Hey,
appreciate the chat, by the way. The chat going crazy right now.
Trent, stay focused, dog. You know what I'm talking about. You're in school, stay focused. If you get overwhelmed, call Coach Hayes, man. I got your back, dog. Been through it. You understand? Show enough, baby.
All right.
Yeah, the chat going nuts, man.
I love it. I love it. We got some Miami Hurricane fans that love facts. That's good.
Yeah, man. Say bailing on that prune juice. So all I'm saying is, here's what I want to say. We already an hour into this deal. People in the bed, people about drunk as they could be. They off the cane juice. They going nuts. But this is what I said when I talked about expectations.
We all said it.
Yeah, but a lot of people talking 10-2 and 12-0, and I understand.
We still can't do that though.
Yeah, you can't go 12-0.
No,
But
12-0. I'm saying 10-2 is pretty legit if we change our offense. If
Balin, God dog it, you know, like I know, you do not come into a system and you're not going to change it. You can make some wrinkles. Here's what I know.
That's sad.
Here's what I know. Can I tell you something? 0 for Texas A&M and 6 for Texas A&M are dogs.
Yeah.
We don't possess those right now. I said that earlier. I hate to say that. I'm not being a hater. We don't possess those on the roster as of right now. And that we could call it what we want. Since people like the truth, we can call it what we want. If those dogs exist, they have not been let off the leash yet. And tonight was a night to let them off the leash. All I'm trying to tell people right now, when I even looked at preseason, who are the top players for Miami? The top 5 players, 2 of the top 5 was our kicker and our punter. That's just what it is. That's the God's honest truth. You understand what I'm saying? I thought there was a bad sense of urgency before the half. I thought there was a bad sense of urgency even at the end. You know, and it comes with when you play in big time games like this, it comes with some creativity. You have to
like Lashley.
You had to be creative. Big shout out to D-Lo53. We got a call on the line. Hold on, $5. Lack of urgency on offense. Balin is right. Gaddis is not utilizing TVD properly. Defense did their thing. Games under 20 points should be wins. I agree. I mean, if a team only scores 17 points on you in college football today, you should pretty much win that game. And we just did. Think about it. We were in there 4 times and we got nothing out of that. If we just simply think about what I'm just about to tell y'all. If we did 50% in that red zone, that gives us 14 points, and the other 2 is 6. That gives us 20 points. We win this ball game. Right? Just a 50% red zone was showing 14 points of touchdowns, and the other 2 are 6 points in what you call it. And remember, we missed 1, we shanked 1, and they blocked 1. All right. Caller, talk to us, 954 area code.
Hey, Coach Hayes, this is Bernard calling from Nebraska. Long story short, had to move here in 2012. You know, got to take care of the kids and the wife and make that paper. But,
that's right.
You know, I'm proud of my Canes. They held together in bold. Shout out to V12. I love when you're on, man. And I just feel bad for those players, man. You know, they tried their hardest, and you know, those are the guys that are going to feel it, and they're going to watch the film, and they just had so many chances to win, and they're going to see that. So, you know, I don't think a lot of people need to be like, oh, we need to fire the coaches and blame these guys. They're going to look at the film. They're already going to feel that. So, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. We here.
No, we understand that. Yeah, no need to jump ship. We're not saying jump. Listen, by no means are we saying abandon ship. Cristobal won't do it. But right now, we have to remember, we have to temper some expectations. You know, just like behavior. Past behavior predicts future behavior. It never fails. So past games are going to sometimes predict future games for Miami. And we spoke about this earlier. We had pretty decent games. First 2 games. Now everyone said this is a litmus test, and we didn't pass, guys. So guess what? We got to go back and study. We got to make some changes in some study habits. So we got to make some changes in some things. The coach got to make some changes in how they call the game, and the players got to make some changes. That's just the bottom line. So it's not lost. We still have things to play for. But number 13 team, obviously we're not, and we'll see where they rank us now. We still got a ways to go.
Please don't rank us.
I totally agree with that, man. But I appreciate you calling all the way from Nebraska, baby.
I love the last name.
I'll make it quick. Shout out to V12, I love when you're on the show, man, and I just want to make a prediction. If Gaddis don't change some of his play calling, I'm predicting he's gone by the end of the year. But I'll continue to wear my cane gear and wear my flag out front of my house here in Nebraska. And I feel bad for you fans here because this place is a dumpster fire.
I hear you, baby. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Word on the streets, Gaddis is already looking for a head coaching job at the end of this year anyways. That's what they're already saying, and thank goodness for that.
All right, love the show, guys. Later.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right, we got one more caller. Call it in, man. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. We're just gonna take calls and go from there. Call and talk to us, 305 area code. We still got 845 people are watching this right now because they are hot, or maybe they satisfied. We don't know.
Hey, V12 and Coach Hayes, what do y'all think about James Williams' performance tonight?
We're gonna do that right after this caller. Caller, because we got him on. I want to get them off.
Talk about a dog.
Talk to us, caller.
Yeah. Coach, I'm hurt.
Who is it? What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Bro.
Talk to me.
It's Ruben from Miami.
Ruben, all right, Ruben, talk to me, baby.
The Hurricanes is like your parent who every summer tell you they're going to take you to Disney World, but you just end up at your grandma's house over and over again.
Hold on, say that again. Say that again, please.
Being a Hurricanes fan is the equivalent of your parents telling you every summer you're going to Disney World, but you always end up at your grandma's house. We do this every year.
Yo, that's a great tweet.
Hey, that's awesome, Ruben. I got a better one than that, Ruben, though. Being a Hurricane fan is like to be like a Dallas Cowboy. Every year we go to the Super Bowl and we go win the national championship and never happens. Come on, bro.
Listen, every year we go to Disney World, but you end up at your grandma's house. The reason that's so funny, because it is so true, dog.
I might use that for Twitter.
Dog, do you know how many kids in Miami have been told they're going to Disney World if they get their grades right. They get their grades right, and they end up at big mall house or Nana house, and they can't sit on that plastic covered couch. That's hilarious. Talk to us, man. What's on your mind, man?
Man, you know, it just hurt. I almost would rather have been blown out than to feel like we outperformed them and let the game get away from us. That Tyreek Stevenson muff punt was hard, but to be honest, it came down to red zone execution. Like, even bad teams like could walk their way into a mistake touchdown. Like Sam Houston scored a touchdown on Texas A&M, and we couldn't score once in the end zone. And then running like a quarterback run on like second down, like with TVD, like, you know, I think the team, I will say I'll give credit. The team did show some backbone. They showed no quit. They didn't lay down like we would in previous years. But a lot of work to be done for sure. And I don't want to keep hearing no more of this Jake Garcia talk. Until we get a receiver who could create separation consistently, the quarterback is a dependent position. You need playmakers. Like, you got to have playmakers, so the receivers definitely got to step up. But shout out to the defense tonight. They did their thing. We just got to bring it all together and keep working.
I love it, man. All right, man. I appreciate you, man. That was the greatest one.
Ruben, that was awesome, Ruben. Great comment,
the greatest one-liners, man, we ever got, man. And Ruben,
thank you.
Thank you, man. If you ever hear that again, just know that whether we give you credit or not, you're getting credit for that, man, because that was
yours.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That is yours.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks, brother.
Go Canes.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. He said go Canes.
Go Canes. Y'all keep watching. Go Canes and keep watching.
All right, here we go, man. We still got 843 in the building, man.
Let me tell you, hey, everybody in the chat, I'm going to just tell y'all this right now. Go find somebody else on YouTube, a coach like Coach Hayes, who up at 140, got the usual suspect on here. We up here live. We should be throwing some dollars right now, but we here with Hayes. We should be out having a good. We here with Coach. You find somebody else who dedicated. This man is working 1 in the morning, and guess who with him? 12 and Balin.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I was at a very nice party Flo and them was throwing, man. I left early. I left at the end of the third, beginning of the fourth. to get here, man, so we can put this thing on for people. So I appreciate it, man. But anyway,
I got some.
you got me. Hey,
Coach,
New City King, you good, baby. You ain't got to do nothing else. You good, New City.
Hey, you live. Hey, Coach, you normally on the cane juice. This tonight I had my nerves. I told you I was anxious. We're Warren at. Warren, call in. Warren promised us the victory. Where's Warren at? Warren, call us back. Hope you're watching. You promised.
We got to call. We got to call her right now. Man, this dude here, I don't know what that dude over there doing, man. Anyway, call her, talk to us.
What's going on, Coach?
580 area code. Talk to us.
Yeah, you know it's Bishop.
Bishop, what's up with you, man?
Bishop,
hey, what up, B12?
Bishop, don't you got a 9:00 service in the morning? Why you up so late? Bishop, don't you
you gotta be prepared at all times.
Don't be up there nodding, Bishop. Don't be up there nodding in the morning.
Hey, just wanted to let y'all know that it's just a learning curve right now. Not everybody can come on the scene and be ready for everything that's going on right now. Your wide receivers, you're down a tight end that is the kid is legit and he's a dog. And understand you got to go through tests to have a testimony. So don't be scared to go through the test and stay in the trenches with your dogs.
True story, man.
That's the great point, Bishop. My only concern, Bishop, is that we want to. Everything is based off of stats and trends. And when is our time to trend up, Bishop? Can you tell me that? Because like the brother said, we always trending even sometimes below. When we gonna trend up? Do you have any explanation? Talk to me about that, Bishop. When we gonna trend up?
Now, understand you got the right coach in place.
Okay.
He got the basic building blocks, but you guys got to understand, you got to give him the opportunity to, it's almost like building a cake. If I don't have all the right ingredients and I'm still going to bake the cake, when you taste that cake and I got some shells in it, then come on now.
That's fair.
You're going to throw that cake out. But understand, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You have the nucleus. But understand, everybody's going to go through growing pains. But I'm telling you, what your defense said today is that they're here for the long haul. Offense, do what you need to do to get it together.
Right.
And that's how you get championships. Because understand, right now, I get what you're saying. It's almost like when you're in a war and you're in the trenches, you can't see and you just know live fires coming at you. But understand, when you look at it and you get past it, you'll start realizing this loss is going to be pivotal for you growth down the season when you run up against someone in your conference.
Right.
Everything happens for a reason. Do not jump ship or do not lose hope, because understand, your defense showed up.
No, I agree, Bishop. And like I said, I don't think anyone here is abandoning ship.
The offense, but here's the deal. The offense, understand, they had to take, they weren't ready for the learning curve. It's okay. The simple fact is you know that they will get it right because they got the right man at the head.
I feel you, man. Well, Bishop,
we can't wait till that time, Bishop. I'm not saying by no means.
I know.
Gotta go, whatever. We just want to. We want to start trending up. Competition wise, we were competitive. That's one thing I asked for: effort and competitiveness. We did that, but we got to start winning these bigger type games. Like we got to start being able to, when we're ranked, beat some ranked opponents. We got to start beating some ranked opponents.
Right.
That's the only way we start to get back up. We were 13. 16 preseason. We hadn't played anybody, and then we beat two people. We beat two people. We hadn't played nobody, so we played somebody and we lost. So we got to be able to play and beat these teams.
Right. But let me ask you a question too. Now they could It was a couple of scores. Or if you would have had a touchdown, the game would have been totally different, and we wouldn't even be talking.
You're 100%.
So
you're 100% right.
So come on now, you guys. The bottom line is, yes, your offense is going through some growing pains, and understand it's a long season, and one game doesn't make a season. Period. And understand, I love you, V12, and you know I love you, Coach Hayes. Absolutely. But understand, boy, when you go through it, boy, that fish grease is too hot sometimes.
Hey,
so,
it's hot.
Hey, that's that fish grease you put that. Hey, when y'all had them plate dinners at church, that's that grease you put in there, and that fish come out crispy.
Boy,
it's all good.
Stop it now. The truth of the matter is, just think about it. If you would have had the same team from last year and the same coach,
would have had Rambo though. Would have had Rambo and
12.
We would have had Rambo.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have had the type of defensive show that you had tonight. That's and you could have had all the offense, but if you don't have the defense to go along with it, that complement it.
Good point.
I love it.
Yeah, you can dress up a pig, but it's still a pig.
I love it, man. Appreciate you, man. Bishop, thank you so much. Let's get some more of these callers in,
right.
baby.
One love.
All right, baby.
All
about you.
All right.
Hey, Vaughn. All right. Maybe my man's sitting still now. Maybe we can add him back in here. Maybe he ain't moving around.
Somebody caught it. Somebody said
frying fish.
Hey, I was getting my computer so that I didn't have those excuses.
Hey, somebody said he was on a commode, and they caught it. They said,
hey,
on the
guess what I found though?
This dude done went from 2 closets to the bathroom on his phone. This guy here, boy, I'm telling you, man.
Look at these stats. You ready for these stats?
I already gave them out before you came on.
Oh, good. That's crazy.
Give it again.
I mean, 392 yards compared to 264, Miami. 27 first downs to 16, Miami. 5 and 14 or 4 for 12, Miami on third down. And 3 sacks and no sacks, Miami. And we lost.
But guess what? Guess what the key was too? No turnovers. We got no turnovers. Not one.
Control of the show. Because you know, if I get control of the show, you know what Coach gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do.
No turnovers.
I'll do this just like this. Ain't got no problem. I'll do just like this. Ain't got no problem. I leave my dogs though, so I gotta let them ride. You know what I'm saying? Bro, hold on. Who's calling me at 2 in the morning? I already know who this is. Hold on, watch this. California Kane, you live right now on YouTube. I got you on speakerphone. Talk to me.
What up, Coach? It's Dante. I wanted to holler at all of y'all.
So he ain't gonna use the regular phone. He ain't gonna use the regular phone number. He gonna use my number. Go ahead, Dante. Talk to us.
Hey, what up, Balin? What up, V12?
Yo, Dante, we here. Kane, we here.
What up?
Go ahead. They can't hear you, man. Go ahead, man. Can you call into the show? Can you use that number?
Yeah. Okay.
I appreciate it, dog. My bad. You good, baby. It's all good. All love. Even though he 3 hours behind, so it's like only 11 o'clock there. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, the show is out of control. V12 is out of control. Balin is out of control. The whole damn show just out of control because everybody's expectations were through the roof. You understand me? And now that your expectations got slapped a little bit, they caught a couple of these. Now we wondering. Call and talk to us. 281 area code. You got to turn your back. Yeah, you got to turn your background down just a little bit.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm born and raised in Miami. I just live out here in Texas now. Man, I'm pissed off because I got to deal with these Texas fans all this week. But what we need to understand is it's an 85-man roster, and we don't got 15 players on our roster that can start at Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Oklahoma, Ohio State. We a long way from what fans think we are. That's all I got to say. I ain't gonna hold you like the last man did. I'm out.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, I'm gonna counter what he just said. It's actually 110-man roster, so it's even worse. But yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. I just saw right there the 82 area code. Roland, dog, they beat you to it. Roland, when you call in, he's calling from Korea. We got somebody calling all the way from Korea in this thing. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from, man. What's your thoughts about the game, Miami versus Texas A&M?
What's up, Coach? Duval in the house.
Duval, what's up with you, baby?
Coach, listen here.
You slapped my face. You slapped my face in the pregame.
Yeah, I was about to get you again, man. Pimp down, 12:30, man. Them like Chris, like Cat Williams on goddamn Friday, man. This shit crazy, man. Gaddis, and you called it. You called it a couple of days ago, because you said, is the offensive coordinator gonna stand up? Is the quarterback gonna stand up? So the defense did their job. The defense coordinator earned his money. I ain't mad at them at all. But the offensive calling versus the quarterback, bad decision making, and the receivers dropping the ball, man. We at ground zero. I ain't never in life seen a quarterback from Miami play that bad. And I'm 55 years old.
Wow.
Never ever seen a quarterback from Miami play that bad. So I don't know what to say, Coach. Hey, it's bad. But go ahead to the next call, Coach.
Thanks, Duval. Appreciate you, D.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead, y'all quick. Listen, we got a guy on right now. Y'all quickly address that. 30 seconds each. Go for it, man. I'm trying to get my man from Korea in rolling. Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
listen.
look, this ain't football talk, man. I'm just trying to say one thing.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Hey,
bro.
all I'm saying is our defense stepped up. They did what they had to do. But when the offense, our wide receivers couldn't do what they had to do, and we had our defense on the field, as long as we had it, our defense couldn't, them boys get tired after a while. So how I feel is like, I feel like our offensive line with the penalties, certain players with the penalties on the offensive line, and our wide receivers not catching the ball is what stopped us from winning this game. Anything else, I don't blame Gaddis. I don't blame anybody else. I just blame that the wide receivers, everybody got their bad game. And I feel like this is just that bad game, but I feel like this is the game that's going to make us. Like, it either can make us or break us, that we'll see when North Carolina comes.
I feel you, baby. Appreciate you as always, man. Thanks a lot, brother.
Let me address that because Booker's rebirth for $2 said talent isn't the issue. Gaddis is the issue. I think it's both because Gaddis knows who he got. And for some reason, he didn't make the adjustments in game. He been there spring, summer, and fall. So Gaddis knows. He didn't ring no alarm when Restrepo went down. What did he put in place to assist TVD when Restrepo went down? Absolutely, in my opinion, not a lot. Not a lot. So Gaddis is a problem, but we also do have a lack of talent in the receiving room. And I remember years ago, Bailey, remember, we used to get on a lot of the receivers for dropping balls, but at least we had some talent. We had some speed. We had some catching ability. But right now, we are lacking, and we missed that person. Listen, receivers need to step up. I called it a couple years ago. It was last year, whatever the drops. We cannot win games, the big games, without the receivers. That's the bottom line. Somebody has to emerge. We have to have that. Restrepo is there.
Gotcha.
Restrepo is not going to bomb you. He's going to get you some corners. Corner routes, big routes. Go ahead, Coach.
No, I'm saying, go ahead, Bailey. Remember, guy, we got to cut this thing to 30 seconds. Get right to the point. No, I'm just saying. I got my man Warren on the line. Hold on. Warren, I'm going to call you back. I want to get this young man in because he's calling from Korea. So, Warren, I will call you back. All right.
Warren.
All right. I did want to get this call because he's calling from Korea.
Good job, Coach.
And I thought that was big. But Bailey, in the process, go ahead, talk to us.
No, I'm just saying, I wonder when the excuses is going to stop for everybody about Miami. And like I said, what play calling, Gaddis, no talent. This is the University of Miami. At the end of the day, this is what we're talking about here. We're the 13th ranked team in the country. We're supposed to be competing for an ACC title this year. We're supposed to be in the playoff talk. What are we talking about, guys? This is embarrassing. Like, no, we are not that level yet. And the play calling was absolutely trash today. We had no execution. And we have no playmakers, and that's all part of coaching. Coach Hayes in V12,
We are the team that looks good on paper, coaching staff on paper, and then this is what it looks like. And we see that all the time. That's what we are. We're a hype train. You jumping on it or not? Everybody seems to jump on it every year, and they jump right off. And like to you guys' point earlier, we were doing the same conversation. We were having these exact same conversation in Game 3 of Brett Lashley. No creativity. Where's this offense as explosive? We not once got on him for the last 7 games that Tyler Van Dyke played. Why? Because we threw 300 yards and averaged 35 points a game. So what are we talking about here, guys?
Got you. Real quick, I do want to do this because I know he's probably paying for this call, man. But real quick, Roland, talk to us, man, all the way from Korea, man.
Yo, you know what time it is. Yo, but listen,
I don't know what time it is.
Florida.
It's 2:00 in the morning here. What time is it in Korea?
Nah, it's 3 p.m. right now, so I'm chilling. But I've been up since like 2 in the morning, so like right now I'm hurting.
All right, talk to us, man. What's your thoughts on the game, man, all the way from Korea?
Yeah, of course. I'm in the Army. I graduated Miami Norland Senior High School from Miami, Florida, born and raised. So, but listen, so there's 2 things. I'm hurt, dog.
Okay.
I'm hurt because we've been doing this for years. Like, we've been doing this. We know what football is. Like, football is ours. It's our blood. It's in our blood. It's what we do. I don't care about Texas. I don't care about none of that. The only thing is this. The only issue that I saw was this. Defense came to play. Defense came to play power moves. The offense, obviously, we need some practice. We need some of this and some of that. A lot of people don't know this. Tyler Van Dyke played in a pro-style offense in high school. So, yes, he knows how to play a pro-style offense. I'm not giving that an excuse. The thing is this. You have offensive playmakers. You got to get on time with them. We knew Restrepo was out for 3 days? 2 days? For me, it's like 3 days out here, so I don't know. But I don't know. But all I got to say is shout out to Coach Hayes. Shout out to everybody. Hey, stay up.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, be safe out there, man. Do what you got to do, man. Come on back to the crib. We'll definitely catch you, man, at one of these games, man, when you get back.
All right, y'all stay up.
Vikes, yo. You think I forgot about that, huh? Talk to me.
Yo, yeah, you know what time it is. Come on,
all right, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot, brother. Thank you for all your donations and stuff. All right, man.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. I didn't want to take that call from the young man because, like I said, he was calling all the way from Korea, man. I thought that was a big deal, so I want to make sure I get him on in that sense. But anyway, real quick, Reggie, $5. Miami saw Gaddis playbook up close and personal in the Orange Bowl at the Hard Rock, and they still hired him. Why are you surprised by all the, I guess, handicap play calling? Wow, Reggie.
The problem was Mario was on the West Coast. He didn't see it.
Oh, he saw it. That's why I took so long to hire somebody. He saw it. That's why I took so long to hire Gaddis. He saw it.
Wow, that's huge right there. That's
a funny comment by you remember Colin McCarthy, the linebacker from Miami? You don't remember Colin McCarthy, number 44? He played at UM, middle linebacker, played in the league for a little bit. Well, anyways, he said a tweet today. He just said, "These receivers are trash. Can we get guys in the transfer portal now?"
Yeah, we got to open it back up.
Y'all shout out. Anyway, listen, Bishop for the $2. Appreciate you. Boomer Sooner, 212 degrees, V12 and Coach Hay. Bishop, I love you, man. But in the hands of Jesus, I'm finna slap your face. I'm talking about some Boomer Sooner up in here. Call talk to us, 760 area code. Give us your name, where you calling from. Coach about to get off this thing here in a minute. I'm tired, man. Y'all working.
Matter of fact, we should have scheduled Nebraska too. How about that?
Coach.
Talk to me, baby.
Coach number one.
Hold on, who is
on the West Coast, man, out here in Cali. Chambliss, man, you made fun of my name, homie, but I appreciate the New Jersey.
Are you Keith Chambliss?
I appreciate the jersey.
You Keith Chambliss?
Yes, sir.
So hold on, let me ask you a question.
I appreciate it.
Let me ask you a question. West Coast, and you did win the signed Vinny Testaverde jersey from the giveaway from the YouTube takeover. That's awesome. But why do I know but why do I know your name? I know Keith Chambliss. Why do I know that name?
Listen, man, I graduated from UM in 2002, went back in 2005, stayed till 2011. So if you was in and around any of those 3 counties, man, from 98 to 2011, we probably know each other, brother. I'm just saying. I probably know a lot of the same people you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
The name Chambliss.
Parts, but
Okay, is the name name Chamberlain sticks out. But anyway, I'm glad you won the jersey. You should have gotten an email today from John and so forth and so on. But what's your thoughts about the game, man? Talk to us about the game.
Well, look at man. Listen, number one, we've seen market improvement. We've seen improvement in our players in literally, what was it, 9 months? There's no one who's going to sit here on this line, on them chats, that will think that we were going to play any better if this was Manny Diaz's team. So we played well. We lost. It's not like we haven't seen this picture before. We'll play better next game, man. We can blame it on the offensive coach. We can blame it on whoever we want, man. The bottom line is that we've seen improvement, and I'm in it for the long haul. That's just what it is. Everyone has a right to feel the way they feel, and they're right in what they say. I ain't here to tell anyone they wrong. All I'm saying is that we're getting better, man. Listen, I was at the national championship game in Pasadena. I watched the 2002 game. We've been in obscurity for over 20 years, bruh. I am happy that we even have any improvement at all. Any improvement.
Yeah.
Mr. Chambers, let me ask you a question.
You ain't fall down, did you, Keith? Sound like you hit the stairs.
Oh, no, that was my earpiece. That was my earpiece. Yeah, so that's what it is, man.
Hold on, man. V12 want to ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, man.
You said the improvement. Can you tell me where? I'm a little sarcastic. What improvement are we talking about here? We still haven't beat a ranked opponent, and what are you referring to as improvement? The defense had a couple more tackles, and the offense that's not explosive. Like, talk to me about that.
No sacks.
Yeah, no sacks. Like,
okay, so no. I'm glad you asked.
Thank you,
because
sir.
I'll answer your question with a question.
Sure.
If this is
no, you can't do that.
You
can't do that. You got to answer with a statement first. You got to answer with a statement first, then the question. Yeah, they can't answer I'm old school. You can't answer the question with a question. You got to get
defense did. Yeah, no, I'll answer. Defense did their job, man. It's hard to say that we didn't do our job on defense. It's hard to say it. Dude, you know how many times, man, Diaz defense been blown out by lesser teams? Come on now. You already know you saw improvement.
Really?
You already know we saw improvement. So yeah. What? I mean, have you been seeing Manny Diaz's defense with Penn State?
Yeah, name a game that we got blown out by a team.
Defense, like he's still playing bums and they still looking sus. So bottom line is, man, we've seen improvement, man. No one on this line, no one on this chat is gonna say anything when all of a sudden the only game we lost up until Clemson is this game. Everyone gonna be all back on the train, right? So yeah, man, let's stop all that. We lost. Receivers, listen. Receiver was dropping balls in practice, right? X led them. X got hurt. All of a sudden, we got the dropsies again, right? Coincidence? I think not. These kids have been playing football since they was little kids, man. Everyone know how to catch a ball. Ball hit your hands, you put your hands on it. So ain't no excuses on that, man. You can't. There's no excuses for the loss. There's no excuses at all. We got beat. Suck that up. Beat Middle Tennessee. Let's go 3-1. We'll see you in North Carolina, man. Real simple.
You know Middle Tennessee scoring points too.
Yeah, good. They can score points. I don't care how many points they score. As long as you score 1 point more than them, we win. Everyone's stuck on these stats and TBD and all that stuff like that. Listen, he gonna get his money. Everyone gonna get their money. I care about that you, and I care about that you winning. And I don't care how we do that.
Keith Chambers, as always, I thank you, man. I got to get some other guys in. But congratulations to you. I see
y'all been good.
Yes, sir, man. I see Tony Thompson, who won I think he won a TVD signed card. I don't know how much that's going to be worth, but he won one. It's signed, and he's getting it. But big shout out to Tony Thompson, man. Yeah, and I'm going to let you go.
I got that test of birdie, baby.
I love it. Balin, talk to us, man. What's your response to Keith? I'm going to let you go, Keith. Thanks, man. Go ahead, man. What's your response to him, man?
I'm just trying to figure out what the improvements were. He just literally told all of us what we did wrong today. I didn't see any improvements. We can't catch the ball. We got worse there. We still can't tackle. The only improvement that I will say we did have is the offensive line. I feel like they did get better. We had no sacks today. That's really impressive, especially since all the crap we've seen the last couple of years. But as a whole, we got worse. And I don't think defense has ever really been the issue. If you really look back at Manny Diaz, it's all we praise him for. He should have stayed as a coordinator. I never thought he was a good head coach. And we saw that today. He had a pretty good game plan against Auburn, which that was pretty good. But Manny Diaz's defense, if you really look at it, for the games that we should have won or lost, it was never the defense's fault. It was always close games that we can never score. It was always offense. What are we doing? Play calling, this, that, whatever the third. And then when we started scoring points, guess what? Now we won 6 of the last 7 games last year. So I never really thought defense was the issue. So I don't really think that we improved there. If anything, we just really stayed the same. But our offense is just the one that's like this. There's no consistency with our offense. We're going right back in time to what we were complaining about a couple of years ago. So I'm still trying to V12. I don't know, Coach Hayes, if you heard anything he said that was an improvement, because I feel like in the moment he said that, it went to, we dropping balls, no excuses, all about winning. I don't care how many points we give up as long as we win by 1. No, you're playing Middle Tennessee. You should blow them out by 35 plus. I don't care. Exactly. I don't care how many points they score. They should be on the field as the University of Miami. So what are we talking about here? That's what I'm saying. Like, guys, come on.
I feel you, man. Real quick for y'all go, because I got this call. I'm gonna get it done. Dude says, "Born hustler." Hayes, I see why you laughing at Mario. Dude fired you, and now you get the last laugh because you know dude is garbage. I to be honest, he fired me. He actually got fired, and I found out on the Palmetto from a homeboy out of Georgia that we all was fired. So he didn't necessarily fire me. I mean, he caught it, and that's what it was, but that's neither here nor there. Warren, I know you on the line. Let me get this dono out, and then Warren, you got the airwaves, and I'm about to wrap this deal up, man. Coach been on that changes. All right, Roland, man, he just simply said $9.99. That's a guy called from Korea. Appreciate it. My soldiers laughing at me, laugh out loud, but all love. I'm gonna put them on Coach Hayes. I appreciate it. And for Roland, tell them boys, guess what?
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
And you tell them that from Coach Hayes, man. They come straight out of a comic book. Warren, I appreciate your patience and everything. Talk to me, baby.
Oh, this is almost biblical. Sad. It's sad. This is just bad. It's sweet. The Kool-Aid that I drank was really sweet in my mouth, but it's very bitter in my stomach, and I'm hurt. All right, a couple of things. Any questions you guys want to ask me? Because I did. I have faith and confidence. Let it go, man. If y'all want to rip me, that's fine.
I ain't got no question.
No. I mean, listen.
Hold on, Bailey got. Hold on, Warren. They got a question. Bailey said, "Yeah, one first. Go, Bailey." 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Bailey.
What else can we talk about that we haven't already discussed that we need to either focus on, see, or change?
I guess this is where my age and a modicum of wisdom, because I am by no means wise, but a modicum of wisdom comes in. In 1988, in the national championship game, when we played Penn State, who outstatted who?
88.
I'd love to know that.
Miami outstatted Penn State all the way down the board, except for on points. We lost that game. Guess what we did next year? We came back and won the national championship.
I think we threw 6 interceptions.
1980, that was no. That was 1980. That was 1988, I believe.
I was 11.
And then, what's that?
I said I was 11, so I wasn't looking at stats.
Okay,
like
and
that.
then, all right, and then in 1998, we got humiliated by Syracuse. The very next week, we had UCLA coming to town, and that's when the rebuild really began. Okay, now, Coach, let me ask you a question. Didn't you say, when I asked you what was it you were looking for more than anything else, what was the one thing that you said?
Execution and get to the ball.
Get to the ball. Did you see that tonight?
I did defensively. I did see him get to the ball.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Why do you, as a coach, why was that the one thing that you said you were looking for? Because you can build on that. All right. It's one loss. Okay. You can't fix your wound if you don't know where it is. If it's gaping open, you got to, we just got exposed to the whole damn planet. Everybody knows. No, listen, they're going to get on this. And I expect every single Miami Hurricane who ever played on a national championship team or roster in any capacity, because I know they're listening to this show, or they're going to listen to this show. All right. They need to light his ass up over this. Piss poor play calling. All right. They're Canes fan. Listen, he's a Cane. He claims to be one of them dogs. Well, listen, they have the responsibility as them being dogs, the Ed Reeds of the world and everything like that, Alonzo Highsmith, hold their asses to the fire.
I love it.
Warren,
I appreciate you.
Dude,
can I tell you something?
All right, listen, you're gonna have to send. I know you don't want to make it public, but dude, you got to send me the recipe for that cane juice because I need it now, dude. I really do.
Hey, I'm trying to make it public. I'm just working on some stuff to make it public. But this cane juice, fire! That thing, fire, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, now here's another thing. Jimbo Fisher got embarrassed on national TV last week, correct? Jimbo Fisher, sorry.
How does this stuff get on here with subscribers only?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. And guess what he did? When he got embarrassed and exposed, he made the proper adjustments to make a strong statement the next week. Mario, listen, you got 1 week, dude. Okay. He got showed up by Appalachian State. He come out and he embarrassed us. Okay. We got embarrassed on live TV, just like they did. Guess what? It's your turn to come out and fucking embarrass the next team. Okay. And continue to do that. I don't know how else to say this, man. I'm so damn brokenhearted. That dude with that line about the grandmas and Disney World, dude, that is the funniest thing I have heard in forever.
That's real,
that was fucking priceless. Excuse me.
We miss you.
You guys still there?
Yeah, we still here. Yeah. But we out, Warren. We about to hang up, man. I appreciate.
Still there?
Yeah, we here.
We here.
We hear you.
Hello.
Sometimes they don't have service at Disney World.
I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. Sometimes they go out, man. Y'all done locked up the phone lines. Maybe it got lost, but I cut them off. Let me cut this off. I'm cutting the phone lines off. Coach done with it. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate everybody. Got to give a shout out to my man Footballville for the 1999. Big shout out to D Streeter. That boy said Coach Hayes' mom was good for at least one touchdown before she jumped in the portal talking about she want to play for Dion. 27 first downs and no TDs. Streeter, you funny. Well, Footballville mama, so strong. She the one that blocked the field goal against Boris Gallus. And winning at halftime and made a pot of soup. Anyway, I'm just talking trash, man. That's my man Footballville. We always talk trash to one another. We got to think about these your mama jokes. It's pretty funny, man. We always keep it, pretty clean and stuff. Have fun with it. But let me just do this, man. I appreciate you guys so much. I ain't gonna lie, coaches beat. We already got 700. Still got 700 people in the chat right now. That boy talking about laugh out loud. Hey, she made a pot of split pea soup too. Y'all know about that. But anyway, I want to say this, man. What's your last thoughts as you go out, as we go get ready to take on, was it Middle Tennessee next? What are your thoughts right now as we get ready to head towards Middle Tennessee? Balin, 1 minute. Go for it. Coach got to go. I'm beat.
My thoughts are we got to, like Warren just said on the thing, you have to find out what you're not good at and attack it. And I don't think right now getting to the ball is our problem. Our problem is efficient offense and play calling. And I feel like that's got to get better. And I don't care if you're playing Middle Tennessee. I don't care if you're playing Clemson. It's got to get better. It doesn't matter. And, we got kind of exposed, and we kind of saw that a little bit in the first half against Southern Miss, being down 10-7 at halftime. Like, guys, we're talking about the University of Miami. And this is what I'm saying. Like, we have all these expectations, like Coach Hayes says, and yet this is what the product is being put out. So we have to be realistic. So if we do the same thing against Middle Tennessee, come out flat, guys, there's the expectation is not to win the ACC. It's to compete in the ACC. So it changes everything. It changes all the narratives. And I'm tired of, the hype train. So let's just take one game at a time. But let's just hopefully next week we're not talking about the same problems. If we are, then that's clearly a coach. We got to fix that.
I appreciate it. Big shout out to Norman for the $12. Thank you so much. Norman all the way in Hawaii, man. I know Norman is all the way in Hawaii, but you got some fans on. Get them, Balin. Yes, I hear you, man. Look at that. See good. Talk to him, Balin. Well, guess what?
I get cut off by a minute.
Hey, man, cuz dog, we're gonna have to talk. V12, talk to us, baby.
Man, it's another cupcake game that we should win. And if we do win, it's gonna make the fans more delusional than we are right now. We just have to be able to play people who are competitive, so we can know where we truly stand at the U. The MTSU should be another victory, but again, we have to do a lot better, do a lot of arm tackling. That if you were playing BCC and Southern Miss, that the players went down. A-Train bounced off a lot of tackles, especially when it counted to get into the end zone. So the defense did play well, but we had a lot of arm tackling, a lot of bouncing off. So we got to make sure when we play these tougher opponents, we tackle and we wrap up. But hopefully we improve. Hopefully the offensive coordinator improves and the offense improves next week.
Coach Hayes.
I'm with you.
Coach Hayes in V12. Stat line here. First game of the season, Middle Tennessee loses to James Madison, who is an FCS school, 44-7. If we don't score more than 44 points, we're not a good football team. And regardless of win or loss, or obviously a loss, but if we win, we should not be ranked. I'm telling you. If we cannot put up 60 points next week, we have a lot of issues.
And here's my thing. We all know this, Balin especially. I know you was doing coaching, but we all know this. It is very hard to look at a previous game, and this is what I try to tell people about Texas A&M. Because of what happened with App State does not determine the kind of team they are. They were not as good as they potentially could have been. They put 5 people down. They lose 2 dudes, I want to say, in the first half due to targeting, right? What I'm trying to, and God knows what it would have been if Evan Stewart was playing and Denver Harris, the starting corner, was playing, but they decided to go out and party. What I want to say is it's hard to look at that, because now take that same App State team, they should have ran through Troy like a greasy pork sandwich. But guess what? They had to throw a Hail Mary to win against Troy. And you can't tell me if Troy goes to play Texas A&M, they're going to beat Texas A&M, or at least hold them that close. It is hard to gauge games based on what they did previously. I understand it gives you an inkling, but to say this team lost by 3 points to them, we should beat them by 25 points. That is the hardest thing to do in anything. You're going to tell me North Carolina and Troy, when App State goes 61-63. I mean, these games are, bro, can I tell you something? We are in a stage of football that none of us have ever seen. What we're talking about when we gauge games like that, that's what it was when we was growing up. Today's football, last week was upset week central. This week was almost upset. You're going to tell me UCLA was losing to South Alabama into the last second.
Yeah, Missouri, Arkansas today. Missouri State.
But that's Missouri State and Arkansas. That's what I'm saying. It's USF. A lot of USF in Florida. Bro, USF in Florida, everybody and their mama betting on Florida right now. Maybe not to cover the spread, but if it was a pick 'em, you would pick the Gators. What I'm trying to tell you is you're starting to see a change in college football.
I don't go with that. You do have outlier games, Coach. Come on, let's be honest. You have outlier, but Georgia is out playing banging. Ohio State is out banging. These teams, Alabama, they had a scare, but they out banging. So the teams that is supposed to, you do have these outlier games. I agree, Coach. But for the most part, by and large, as they say, the top teams, they winning. And
we're not a top team, though, dog.
Hold on, what I'm saying. Oh, the ranked by and large, but the ranked teams, they're winning, and they're winning convincingly. We are not doing that. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you, but we know that ranking is biased. That ranking sells tickets. This logo right here, that logo on your shirt, it's on my shirt and on your shirt, sells tickets. They have been trying to make us good in the media for the past, since I've been doing this YouTube thing and really truly diving deep into the University of Miami Hurricane football. I noticed the media wants us to be good, like they want us to. And to Balin's point, if we're ranked number 13, we got to play like it. And can I tell you something? We haven't played like we were ranked number 13 from Bethune. Hell, we ain't been playing like we 13 from our spring game. The way that jump looked,
I was there. Yeah.
that looked lackluster. So they're trying to give you ever seen somebody trying to give you something and you just not accepting it? But what people don't realize is that we, and I've said this before, we don't have difference makers for the ball. We don't. Henry Parrish is a very good running back. But he ain't hold on, wait. He's not Travion Henderson. We have very good running backs. But Rooster is very good. But he's not Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, I understand that goes with a total package. I get it. But what I'm trying to get people to understand is right now, and this is why I said temper your expectations. Mario Cristobal, his first recruiting class is not even stepped foot on campus yet. It is literally the class of 24, not 23. Oh, I'm sorry, the 23 class, not this 22 class that he just got with the Trevante Citizen, this class. He comes in 2 weeks before signing day. He salvages what he can through Manny Diaz, keeps a couple of relationships. We don't have those dogs. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but fan base, we don't have those dogs. We have some dogs, but you can't win games with 1 and 2 dogs when it's 11 on the field. I hate to say that. Jafari Harvey, salute to you, my brother. If doggone Leonard Taylor ever decide to be consistent, he'll be a dog. But we don't have, offensively, we don't have dogs, or we're not putting the bone in the dog mouth so he can go run with it and score.
I wish we would see what Cheney would do if he was healthy. But the only thing that's alarming to me is all our best players in the last couple of years have been transfers. They aren't guys that we're recruiting already from the get. It's the guys that we're getting that are not playing at their programs or trying to find an extra year to prove themselves, go to the league, and that's what we're getting. And then they're performing. So the sad part is we need to start recruiting better. And whatever, not the transfer portal. We're talking guys that are coming straight from high school, ready to compete at the next level. But here's a question for both UV12 and Coach Hayes. And I'm going to stop talking because I know I can rant. But here's a question. This loss was bad. We all know this, especially the way it was. But to Coach Hayes' point about rankings, does this loss, in the eyes of Hurricane fans, if Texas A&M came into this football game ranked number 6 in the country, and we lose 17-9, does the loss less hit, other than now, obviously, them losing last week to App State? Because we're comparing, right? We're comparing last week, which we shouldn't, because to Hayes' point, every week's different, and you can look different, okay? But does the loss look different if we lose to Texas A&M with College Game Day, 17-9, them ranked number 6, top 10 program, 11-point loss, pretty competitive, or 8-point loss, competitive, now compared to a 24-ranked Texas A&M that just lost to App State?
It looks the same to me, because my view is this: I want the Hurricanes to compete, and whether it's 6 or whether it's 23, we did compete, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that, and we want to talk about improvement. I can say, yeah, we did, and one thing, and I'm consistent. I want to see effort. We did that tonight. So if we did with 6 and we lost 17, whatever, it's the same thing. We competed. We had effort. But now we have to. We can't just be okay with competing, because guess what? No one on this chat or in King Nation wanted Mario to come in here just to compete. They wanted Mario to come in here and elevate the program, and that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. And we want to say give them time. We all know it's a win now. Coach, we just spoke about it. It's a win now business. It's a win now mentality. You're paying money. We want to see some kind of shift. And we're not going to see the shift until we start to compete and beat ranked opponents. That's the bottom line, guys.
I'll say this kind of in conclusion. You guys can run with it. I don't think this loss was bad.
No, I don't think it was bad, but we lost.
But I'm gonna tell you why. This loss in Coach Hayes' eyes is right on par for where I thought we were gonna be.
You definitely called it.
I did. We had that conversation.
Yeah.
We had that conversation at the game.
Yeah.
Why do I know that? It takes time because you put Mario Cristobal on a big ass banner because he drinks a cafe con leche and he speaks Spanish and he played for the Hurricanes is not going to instantly make a change in difference. That is all perimeter. That is all intangible stuff. All of that is intangible to actually you win games between the white line because that's like saying Coach Hayes is gonna win football game because he drink cane juice. So get out of here with that foolishness. It takes time, but what I saw improvement in the team. I saw no quit. I saw guys fighting. I saw guys playing. There is a such thing as a talent gap, as people say, and dogs. Our dogs are young, they're puppies, but we don't know who that dog that got to jump off the porch yet. And this is what I was trying to tell people when I said that hide in the playbook bull crap. Who cares about hiding the playbook? You better find out who your dog is against Bethune when you have an opportunity to play. You're going to win that game regardless. You better find out who your dog is when you play Southern Miss. Miami was going to win that game regardless. Why are we trying to hide a god doggone playbook if that's the case? I'm telling you right now, when you have dogs, you better get them out there. And I told y'all that deep ball was going to hurt us because you have not. It is a different set when 100,000 people yelling, the depth perception, all of that stuff plays into coaching. And we don't connect on the deep balls. We had it open, but it didn't connect. You a quarterback coach, you know. Do I put more air under it because he's faster? Do I drive this ball because he's taller? Do I let him jump for the 50-50 ball because he got jumping skill? All of that plays into the 50 into the deep ball throw. And it had nothing to do with a dang on playbook. All I'm telling you is right now, we are on par for what I expected. We're going to knock Middle Tennessee to sleep. It's going to be a good fight, I believe, against North Carolina. I don't know who wins that game until we get closer. This is how I feel because I'm looking at it. I see it. I know we don't have the players. Y'all can say what you want, and you get caught up on that hype train. I'm telling you what dogs look like, and I know what puppies look like. Nah, that's my 2 cents. I'm good to go. V12.
Got a couple donos, man. Couple donos.
Go ahead, V12. Hit the dono. 12.
Joe,
you got
Joe,
control.
499. Good looking out. It's only this coaching staff third game. I agree with V12. We need a competitive strength of the schedule. The problem is the inexperienced receivers. Shout out JoJo. Good looking. Also, we got Norman Pajuka for the $10 dono. Appreciate that. Listen, we still Canes. You know, we just trying to, you know, share our, you know, what we saw. It's Canes all day. You know what I mean? We've been here all these years. You know, we gonna hang in there, but we have to be able to, like I was saying to Bishop, when is our time to trend up? You know, we trended up. You know, when Mark, you know, I think it was Cynthia Wilcox said, you know, when Rick was there, we started to trend up. We did some good things. We got to get back to that trend. At Middle Tennessee, you know, we're gonna see, and then we get back to some competitive play, and we go from there.
I love it. Go ahead, Bailey. And I'm about to get up out of here. Coach hurting right now.
Is there any concern based off all the conversations we had tonight moving forward with this football team?
Concern regarding
for me, so listen, for me, people were talking about TVD's trash and garbage. I don't agree with that. Guess what? The competition increased. So now TVD has to elevate his play. But I tell you this, when it came down to it, on that last drive, TVD put it ball where it needed to be, and the receiver let him down. So in the crunch time, in the clutch, TVD did his job. And we didn't have that, we couldn't get it. So I'm not concerned about TVD. Play calling and just more attention to detail is my concern right now. So I have a couple concerns. Defense seemed to be trending in the right direction. The offense now seemed to be the issue in the play calling.
And you said and concern in regards to what?
Concerning as far as consistency with the offense, winning football games, and competing to even play in the ACC title game this year.
Well, here's my issue. Every week is different. Bethune offense is on fire. Well, I don't know the exact stats, but I would love to. Matter of fact, let's do this. Just to clean it up, man. Just stop guessing. Well, they say, why guess it when you can Google it, right?
I guess my point I'm leading.
No, the reason I'm gonna tell, no, I know what you're saying, but I want to clean this up. And the reason I say that, it's hard to give a true thing when it always looks different. Cookman offense was A++++, right? Then we come in and Tyler Van Dyke look a little different, right?
Huh?
And then now we lose Restrepo, and now he has to pick somebody else. I'm looking at Bethune game. He throws 5 balls, 100 yards, 20-yard average for Restrepo. Everybody else, guess what the next highest catch was? 2 to Frank Latson. Frank Latson, did he even play tonight?
That's where I'm headed. Like,
yeah, he was there for a little bit. Won a couple plays, not a lot.
But that's my point. There's no chemistry. There's no rhythm, because if this is the case, we're hiding our playbook. Your playbook don't mean nothing if you don't have rhythm. Frank Latson, Mike Redding gets 2, Skinner gets 1, Parrish, Mallory gets 2. That's my point. Then we could take this same fight, right? We take the same look, and then we go to what? Miami versus Southern Miss. Right? Now, let's look at it. We go to Miami versus Southern Miss box score, and it looks totally doggone different. Now, we go to the box score, and we say, okay, receiving, Restrepo, 6 catches. Now it's Brashard Smith, Keyshawn Smith, Michael Reddy. Latson don't have no catches. It's all over the damn place.
So is it concerning moving forward? That's what I'm asking.
I'm concerned from an offensive perspective. What is our identity? Meaning, who is the man? Because every team got a man. We know right now at Texas A&M, number 6 and number 0 is the man. 6 at running back, 0 at receiver. We know that. When we go to play North Carolina, Josh Downs is the man. We know Josh Downs is the man.
Yep.
When we get ready to go play Clemson, everybody knows who the man is. Who is the man? And I hate to say this, and y'all don't kill me on this. If Restrepo is our man, we don't have dog. We don't have dog. Restrepo can play. He's a journeyman. What do I mean when I say a journeyman? He makes tough plays. He does a great job. He fights for it. He will sacrifice his body. He is well needed in this offense.
He's a reliable player.
But when I'm talking about split this game wide open, nobody's scared of number 7. Ain't nobody scared because you got a first down. We scared that you're going to take that thing to the house. Every time 6 got that ball, I don't care who you are, if you're in the sound of my voice. When 6 got that ball tonight, he split through there and got past them linebackers, y'all was holding y'all chest. Ah! When you saw 0 catch that thing on that drag, you was like, ah! When you see 7 catch that ball, you like, come on, X-Man. You begging him to get yardage. That's when you know you got a difference maker. You can cancel Christmas on that bull crap. Coach Tide, I'm ready to get it in.
So,
y'all got it. I'm out.
Last thing. We said we were going to talk about the DB. We didn't talk about it.
Which one?
Is he a dog? Number 0.
Yeah,
James Williams.
I think he is. I think he may be. I mean, definitely.
Yeah, he a dog.
Yeah, he a dog. I mean, yeah, we got to give him his credit. He is. I mean, he made some really, really nice tackles, some really, really good plays. I mean, I give him his credit, but we need more like him, and we need. But he's a dog. But now I'm gonna wrap it up with: is he that alpha dog? That's you got to have it. Is anybody scared of him? Probably not. And that's what we need now. When ST was back there, rest in peace, Sean T. They knew what he was. When Reed was back there, they know who Reed was. When Ray was there, they knew who Ray was. They wouldn't sat with. My thing is, when all of the guys were there, they knew what it was.
Denzel Perryman, Glenn Cook.
Oh, nah, yeah. So
Brandon Merriweather.
Yeah, he got to get there. He a dog, but he's not the alpha. He not
You know
the
who I
alpha.
was impressed with today, though, on defense? Kitchens. Love him.
Kitchens play well.
Great form tackling. He's always and Ivy. DJ Ivy was probably the player of the game.
He played well. I agree. Ivy played well. I agree with that. Coach, you done?
I'm done.
But I need to see Fireson. Anybody know where he's at? Does he?
I have no idea. There's a lot of guys missing, like on the milk box.
He got a pick six, did one of these, and then we never saw him again.
Gone. Yeah.
Listen, man,
I'm
done.
All right, y'all, man. It's been fun. Hey, Coach.
Man.
Hey, Coach, you done did a takeover 2:37 in the morning. We out, man.
I'm a soldier, dog. They was
Been
going
fun,
for my.
y'all.
Hey, I'm a soldier. They was going for my. They was going for my airwaves.
Everybody
And
get
if
some.
I didn't go for their airwaves, they would have went for mine.
Everybody get some rest.
It's about this you.
Get some rest, because we got some more to talk about in the upcoming weeks. We gonna see.
There are a lot of little Timmys out there today.
We'll holler at y'all, man. Coach, hey, peace, love, and hair grease. I thank everybody for over 1,000 people were in the chat. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I really do. Thank you all the people that subscribing, people that donated. Before I go, let me go ahead and give y'all love for the donation. Hold 1 second. Real quick, if you did donate and I missed it, I don't think I did, but if I did, I truly apologize. Man, remember when this chat came on, I told you you're going fast. We still got 580 in the chat right now. So thank you guys so much. We're going to continue to do this through the season. Coach going to give you all I can. We're going to give you a pregame, and a postgame immediately right after. So thank y'all, man. I really do appreciate it. But Coach got to lay it down. That doggone Miami flow. Y'all check my Twitter, man. I got a picture up there on Twitter, man. We had a good time, man. So with all that being said, Coach Hayes.
Coach sounded like Jimbo Fisher. You sound like Jimbo, Coach. Get some rest.
Hey, them boys had that DJ playing. That boys in there playing. Act like you got on some skates.
Hey, y'all remember Rashawn Scott, the receiver? Rashawn Scott?
Yeah.
You know he's coaching at Texas A&M again, or right now? Sad.
He knew what it was. I'm out of here, y'all. Good night.
He throwing up the U after the game in a Texas A&M shirt. Come on.
It's all good.
I appreciate y'all, man. We out of here. Thank y'all.
Later, man. Hey, Coach, holler at me later. Y'all take care. Have a good week.
Peace, love, and hair grease. We out of here, man. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate it. We out. It's all good. Go Canes as always. We'll never give up on you, but we wouldn't be fans if we didn't constructively criticize what we saw. Win, lose, or draw, it's all about the you. Thank you, and we gone.